Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Scrap Empire. Today, we're going to be talking about a very important bout this upcoming UFC fight night on August 21st. And that's Fabio Cherant against William Knight. Now, let's get started with William Knight when he fought Alexa Knur on UFC Fight Pass for my Scrap Empire subscribers. Look that up whenever you get a chance. Now, William Knight, he's strong, that's number one, right? Now, you have different types of strength, different types of you know, body structures. But it seems to me from a superficial standpoint that William Knight lifts either a lot of weights or he was born with extremely great genetics. Only because it's like his shoulders are so broad and he has a strong neck. So his chest and his shoulders just stand out more. And that's always going to create problems for anyone that's striking against you. With the ability to have a strong neck, it creates a higher likelihood of you surviving an actual match. Right? And even the great fighter, Mike Tyson, the great fighter that we all know, that I know I'm not really the biggest fan of, but I still give a lot of respect to Mike Tyson. Right? Even him, like Mike Tyson is a short fighter, but he has a strong neck, and he's been knocked out. And of course, he doesn't have a consistent history of being knocked out. But he has been knocked out at least 3 or 4 times. But it wasn't like the knockout that he experienced was a Deontay Wilder Artur Spilka knockout to the point where he needed to be carried out in a stretcher. So William Knight has that advantage. Now let's get started with the fight against him and Alexa Knur. Let's get started with that. See, I noticed throughout the rounds, William Knight put a huge emphasis on being on the ground. Now, yes, my personal favorite form of fighting is striking. I'm a huge fan when it comes to striking. Right, but you have to learn how to fight on the ground when you aren't able to land your punches. So it gets to a certain point. If you lack foundation when it comes to wrestling or ground control, you're going to have severe problems. And also throughout the fight, William Knight, he was conditioned. He threw in more. He had his opponent in a nice headlock. Right, exerted the dominance that he wanted to exert during the fight. Right, and was just a more active fighter. So it gets to a point where, okay, not only does he look stronger than you, but he is stronger than you. Right? Because you have plenty of guys who, especially in mixed martial arts and different mixed martial arts leagues. They have the, the body physique, or they have the body type that would give you the perception that they're strong, but they can't take a punch. But William Knight doesn't seem like any of these guys, but now we have to get started with Fabio Cherant. Now, he's another guy who, when he fought Yu Jin, he's another guy that always impresses me. He has a beautiful physique, right? And and maybe it was through the influence of his coach or through his own effort. He took a lot of time out he took a lot of time throughout all of the rounds to land the jab, to land the right hand, to land the 1-2, right? So striking is really, really important, especially for the heavier divisions such as light heavyweight and heavyweight. Striking is important because especially if you have a strong jab, it allows you to make decisions before your opponent can make those decisions as well. You land a jab, within half a second, he decides to slip, and then that's you throw a counter. Right? So that's why it's also important to have beautiful foundation in striking. And there's plenty of forms of striking, from the basics to intermediate to advanced. It seems that Cherant has an advanced level of striking. And also with him just landing a crisp right hand right in the middle of the face. He probably did a lot of pad work prior to the fight, just focusing on boxing basics, right? Even though this is mixed martial arts. So I broke down William Knight's fight. I broke down Fabio Cherant's fight. Who do I see winning this upcoming bout? I'll most likely have to give it to William Knight. Yes, William Knight doesn't have, William Knight's a stiff guy. He just fights stiff, but that's why he likes to be on the ground. But because his neck is so big and so huge, his shoulders are just so broad, I think he'll be able to sustain shots, striking, and then eventually he'll be able to get him on the ground. But it gets to a certain point where, once you have him on the ground, you have to take control. Now, I'm not saying he'll be able to submit him, but that's going to be up to him to take control of everything. So now, do I see him winning by knockout? Not so sure about that. It can be from knockout. It can be to a decision. Or he can submit the man. Really depends on it depends on his ability to control the tempo of the entire fight. So that's what I see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scrap Empire. Like, comment, subscribe to my content. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please leave any constructive criticism you may have so I can improve my channel. And again, thank you guys for taking the time out of your lives to watch my video. It means so much. I'll be posting my videos soon, and it's an honor to always be sharing my boxing and mixed martial arts fight prediction with everybody. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye-bye.